Adama heaved a sigh of relief as she finally gave birth to a child after carrying her for 20 good months. She was happy, but the midwives weren't. Eweleke! The princess just gave birth to a mermaid, they screamed. Once upon a time, in a village named Dior, lived a princess named Adama. Adama is the first daughter of her parents, the king and the queen. She has two younger sisters, and ever since she was little, she has felt so inferior of herself just because she is chubby. And in the village, the beauty standard is being slim. She felt so insecure of herself. As a kid, she was not really bothered, but as she grew, it became a problem. She would stay in the palace balcony and watch the slim ladies as they walk round the village streets, showcasing their very flat stomach and slim figure. But for her, she never got to do all those things that the village ladies were doing because of her size. Anytime she goes out, maybe for a festival or a compulsory ritual, she was always shy because the ladies laughed and gossiped about her. Even after knowing she's the first princess, they didn't rate her at all. They ignored her, gossiped about her, laughed at her, and they adored her younger sisters. They bowed when they see them and fight to get her sisters' attention. But for Adama, they didn't even look her way. Even the men didn't look at her twice. Now, wow, Princess Adama. Just the fat they go, they said, thinking she wouldn't hear. But she heard it all. She was of marriageable age and no man was coming for her. But day and night, hundreds of men were coming to the palace to ask for her sister's hand in marriage. And it was so embarrassing for her. She has done everything to lose weight, all to no avail. She starved herself. She did so many exercises round the palace. She even begged her parents to buy her weight loss pills from the city. She used them and she still didn't lose weight. It was so tiring for Adama. She worried too much. She cared too much about what people say and think, which isn't meant to be so. And so on so many occasions have her parents told her to stop seeking the public validation. As she's the princess, she's a royal one. However she looks, she is beautiful just the way she is. But Adama didn't listen. She was bent on losing weight. But the weight wasn't leaving her, as that is her original stature. The villagers made her a laughing stock. If someone is seen eating too much in the village, they would shout saying, why are you eating too much? It's like you want to be fatter than Princess Adama, Abi? You don't want to marry at 26, Abi? They would all say and burst out laughing. The villagers were so mean to Adama. They didn't rate her at all. The only time Princess Adama is useful to them is during the Blessing Festival. During the Blessing Festival, the first daughter of the royal family is expected to lead the ritual. They do the Blessing Festival to worship their forefathers, to appease them, and to beg them to continue blessing them. And every year, the ritual is headed by Adama for the good of the village. And if the festival is not done, it will bring calamity on the villagers. Every year, after the festival is done, the villagers will gather round Adama, thanking her for performing the festival, because if she doesn't, bad luck will befall the village. After the festival, the villagers' farm products will grow so well, the market women will sell so much, people from outside their village will come buy from them too. In summary, the villagers will be so blessed abundantly in whatever they were doing. All thanks to Adama, and even after this, the villagers do not respect her at all. A month after the festival, they forget that Adama is even important to them at all. Adama didn't get angry at them for their behavior. She saw herself as the problem as she worked so much to lose weight. Soon, it was announced that the festival of the bride picking ceremony will be held soon. Adama's parents told her that her best friend, Prince Kim, will be coming to choose a bride too. Adama was so happy and she danced for joy. She hasn't been happy like that in a very long time, and that news made her so happy because she thought her parents told her the news because they want her to know that Prince Kim is coming for her hand in marriage. Her parents have been looking for a man for her for a very long time, and she's so excited that they found one. Prince Kim is the prince of their neighboring village, and she has been best friends with him ever since they were little. Prince Kim is one of those few people that never mocked Adama. He always cheered her up, telling her that she's chubby because she's living a good life and she's not suffering, which is a good thing. And that's always made her smile all the time. But she hasn't seen Kim for a very long time, as he traveled to the city to get a very good education. Adama was so glad he's coming back. She started doing her skincare, painting her nails, and she even had a tailor sew her a very beautiful dress. And the day of the bride picking ceremony came. All of the village ladies dressed in their most expensive and beautiful dress. They headed to the palace where the ritual will be taking place. Adama dressed so nicely too. She was thinking Prince Kim is finally coming to marry her. When she got to the palace, all of the men were already seated waiting for the ladies to arrive. When Prince Kim saw Adama, he ran from his seat and hugged her happily. "I've missed you so much, bestie," he said to her, and they talked a bit. Before Prince Kim went back to his seat, he told Adama that he has a surprise for her, and Adama, thinking the surprise is that he's going to pick her to be his bride, she was so happy and she smiled back saying, "I can't wait for the surprise." She went back to her seat. The men from the village and the ones from the other village that came to get a wife in the village of Dio started moving around and choosing brides. The ladies were so excited, almost all the ladies in the village were chosen by the men. No one went towards Princess Adama, but she didn't care. She was patiently waiting for her prince. And at last, he finally stood up from his seat to pick his own bride. Everyone had been anticipating, even the king and queen, but they already have it in mind that he will choose Adama. She thought so too. She was blushing so much, but her happiness turned into sadness when Prince Kim walked past her and went to meet her junior sister Chioma, asking for her hand in marriage. Adama was so shocked. The villagers started gossiping. "He chose Chioma and not Adama. How come? But I always see him with Ada and not Chioma," they whispered. Even the king and queen were surprised, as they didn't see it coming at all. Adama was so pained, she didn't know what to do or say. All eyes were on her. Prince Kim walked up to her and smiled, saying, "Bestie, this is my surprise. We are going to be more than friends now. We will be in-law." Adama couldn't hold the tears anymore. She stood up and started running. She ran out of the venue. As she ran, she could hear the ladies laughing, saying she's the only one that didn't get a man again this year. Is she cursed? They gossiped. Her parents called out to her, but she didn't answer. She ran and ran until she got tired of running. She walked to the village stream and sat by the river crying and singing. Am I really cursed? Is something wrong with me? Why is it only me? Why is my life like this? Why are they doing this to me? All my life, I've never wished anyone bad. I've never talked ill of anyone. But why are they always so mean to me? What did I ever do? Am I that ugly? Adama asked herself. And she heard a voice say, No, you're not. You're the most beautiful human lady I've ever seen. Adama thought she was imagining things. She looked round and she didn't see anyone talking. And she continued thinking. Suddenly, she saw a human head pop out of the river. She was shocked and she said, How long have you been staying in there? Come out before you drown. I can't drown, the man said. I live here, so I'm used to it. Adama was confused. You live inside the water? How is that even possible? And the merman showed Adama his tail. Ah! So mermaids are real, Adama said, excited, forgetting about her worries. Yes, we are. We are real. And by the way, you are so beautiful. You are a thick princess, and I love that. If you were in my world, you would have been the most beautiful. That's a lie, Adama said to the merman. No, I'm not lying. You're so beautiful. Look at your eyes, how sparkling they look. Your perfect set of white teeth. Everything about you is beautiful. You are, really, the merman said to Adama. Adama got lost in his eyes. One thing led to the other, and they awkward. The river was quiet. Adama enjoyed her time with the merman. And when they finished, she realized what she has done. She ran away, ignoring the mermaid's calls. She was so angry at herself. She just awkward a merman that she knows nothing about, not even his name. She returned to the palace where her parents were waiting for her. Her sister Chioma immediately apologized to her, saying she doesn't know Prince Kim will choose her. Her parents too were very concerned. They tried talking to her, but she ignored them all and went into her room. The whole Prince Kim situation didn't really bother her anymore. She was thinking about the merman she met. He's so handsome, but they live in a separate world, and it's not possible for them to be a thing. She lives on earth and he lives in the water. It isn't going to be possible. She was grateful to him for making her feel better about herself. Nobody has ever made her feel that way or complimented her before. Soon, Prince Kim and Chioma got married. Adama attended the wedding. Pained, she decided to forget about the feelings she has for Prince Kim since he's getting married to her sister, and he apologized to her for making her think he's in love with her. She forgave him and congratulated them. Prince Kim and Chioma went to Prince Kim's village. And weeks later, Adama started vomiting and showing signs of pregnancy. Her parents were confused because they know Adama isn't seeing anyone. In fact, the village men avoided her so much. They were all shocked when they eventually found out that Adama is actually pregnant. Adama, who is responsible for your pregnancy? Her parents asked her all the time, but she refused to answer them. The villagers got to know of her pregnancy, and once again, they started gossiping and picking on her. And this time, Adama was so angry. She hated them all for doing this to her. Even as she's pregnant, they were still gossiping about her. But the villagers didn't care. They kept picking on Adama. And then, the day of her delivery came. Adama heaved a sigh of relief as she has finally gave birth to her child after carrying her for 20 good months. She was happy, but the midwives were shocked. "What have you given birth to?" they screamed. "Princess Adama has given birth to a mermaid." Her father was so angry, and he told them to put the mermaid into the forbidden forest. Adama begged her father not to, but he didn't listen. And so she carried her daughter and ran to the river, where she met her father. Help me," she screamed, and the merman appeared. He took the baby and Adama to his world. He gave Adama a plant that made her breathe underwater. Adama was shocked to see so many mermaids under the water. They all stared at her, admiring her stature. "Oh, she's so pretty," they said, as they swam in the water. She felt so welcomed, unlike how she felt when she was on land. Adama was shocked when she got to know that the father of her child is a king inside his kingdom. That makes her daughter a princess. She was so happy, and she decided to stay with her daughter in the underworld. Few years later, things turned so bad for the villagers of Dio. There was famine. Things went south for them, all because they haven't done the ritual Ada performs every year. They searched for her everywhere, but they didn't see her. They cried for forgiveness. They suffered a lot. It was so difficult for them. Things weren't good at all. But it wasn't so difficult for the royal family. They still had foodstuffs in their house and store. But for the villagers, it was so difficult. And then the ghosts decided to help them. They told them Adama is now a queen in the river. And so day and night, they stayed by the river bank, begging for her to come and save them. She heard their cries and she decided to save them. She came to land and they were very grateful. She performed the ritual and things were good once again in the village. Her parents asked for her forgiveness. She forgave them, but she didn't stay on land anymore. She returned to her husband's world. The end. Thank you so much for watching this video, everyone. Please do not forget to tell me what you feel about the story in the comment section. I'll make sure to reply everyone. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel and tap on the notification bell so you know every time I post a story. Thank you.